So I'm here with David Anderson today, and I want to tell you a little bit about him because you should know about David. Making the world a more loving place is a calling that stems from his heart. As a Usui Reiki Master Teacher, a Karuna Master Reiki Teacher, a certified Medical Reiki Master Teacher, he is an intuitive and Akashic Record reader, and his path has been guided from a deep commitment to healing, evolution, and personal growth. He has a passion for holistic practices that uplift the mood, body, and spirit. And while discovering himself, he found Dr. Emoto's scientific research on water and words. And this study was the inspiration for the creation of Love Lingo Positive Apparel. And I met David several years ago when we were both doing a holistic healing fair, and I just loved what he had going on. And I think everybody should know about him and be able to access his products because let me tell you, I have had words on my water source that I have in the kitchen, and it makes a difference. It really does. And when we put that energy toward the things that we want to have in our life, like empathy and peace and kindness and love, like his shirt says, we actually do receive that. So I hope you'll join me in welcoming David Anderson. Welcome, David. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, it's wonderful to be here.
Yeah, it's been kind of a long road because I think we met before COVID.
Oh yes, we did.
And
It was about 8 years ago when we first
yeah,
met.
and there was lots of other people around, and David and I were actually kind of seated next to each other. I think our tables were, and I
Mhm.
was doing readings for people, and I was just so taken with what he's doing because why didn't somebody else do this? David did it. So, what started you on this holistic journey that you're on?
Well, my holistic journey did start when I was born, but then much like most of us, I kind of got beat down, and you don't know what you're talking about, and quit making this stuff up, and so on and so forth. So we end up, putting our little Harry Potter invisibility cloak on, and kind of pushing it to the back burner. And when it really started coming back was um, is when I got out of prison. And when I say that, I have some people get upset with me, but I was teaching baking in a correctional institute in Wisconsin.
You weren't
And,
sentenced to baking.
yeah, I was. Yep. So I was teaching inmates how to bake. I was teaching them my occupation and stuff. And the correctional institutions is not a good place for an empath. I'm
Yeah.
very, very empathic, and it just totally drained me. I became like a shell. I mean, nobody even knew who I was. It's like I didn't look like me, I didn't act like me, I didn't
Um,
know. And then somebody had said, I'm kind of thinking you should try to have a Reiki session. And I went and had a Reiki session, and I was instantly back to myself. Now, that doesn't always happen with people, but with me, it did. I mean, I was instantly back with myself. And I'm driving home, and spirits hit me saying, "You're going to learn this." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." They're like, "Yeah, you're going to learn this." And I'm like, "No way. I'm not learning this." And I got home and I called and set my first class so my first class started in less than a week. So from that moment on, it's just been like gangbusters. It's just kind of fun. And I
amazing.
learned that you don't argue with spirit.
Wow, that's a big lesson too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's like they'll, yeah.
You'll get there one way or another, right?
Yes, exactly.
So was that so okay, so you're doing Reiki and you're learning Reiki and you're taking all the classes and you're practicing, right?
Correct. Yes.
And so what made you suddenly go, I need to do love lingo. I need to do this. What was
Well,
that
what it
thinking?
was I ended up, it was, I watched a movie called What the Bleep.
Right.
Yes. And I'm sure you're familiar with it too.
Sure.
And I mean, and I was actually pretty down and out. It was like a pretty rough time. And the only thing I remembered in that movie was Dr. Emoto. It's like because I kept falling asleep, and I mean, and I ended up watching that section like 100 times. I was just like blown away. So then I ended up getting hidden
Hidden
messages with
messages. Yeah.
water, and doing some studying and all that kind of stuff. And for the people that aren't aware, Dr. Emoto took water, put it under a microscope, took a picture of it, took the same water, put it in vials or bottles, whatever you want to say, and then labeled them: love, hate, peace, you're cute, you're a fool, thousands of different things. And then after a while, took a photo of it again, and the word itself changed the molecular structure of the water. Because everything's got a vibration, everything has a frequency, everything affects everything, cause and effect. Now, a lot of you out there are probably yourself, or you know somebody that talks to their plants. Basically the same thing. And I'm sure, Tanya, you probably do too.
I tell my flowers how beautiful they are when they bloom.
There you go.
Oh, you're doing so well. I walk by them and I tell, oh, you're doing so great. It's beautiful to watch.
Somehow I knew you'd talk to your plants.
Yeah.
I do too. I do too. And it's the same thing. Dr. Emoto
you have a
labeled
relationship with it, so why not talk to it?
Yeah. And I mean, and I mean, that's one thing Dr. Emoto said too, is, I mean, positive, there's positive, you know, and then there's the negative, and then there's the ignoring. And what happens when you ignore your plants? They die.
They do.
And I mean, we're kind of the same way. And when I learned that Dr. Emoto's water study, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, wait a minute, words change water. I'm mostly water. Those words are going to change me. So
that's what I thought too.
I instantly ran out and I bought t-shirts and magic markers and wrote on them and slept in them, and then kept fine tuning them. And I felt better. I slept better. I was happier. It was just like, I was like, man, this is amazing. Why isn't anybody else doing this? Why is everybody talks about, you know, watch what you say, watch what you think, watch what you read, watch what you hear, but nobody's ever said, watch what you wear.
That's right. I'm definitely onto it. For sure.
Yeah. So it was like, that's what, so I mean, like I said, it hit me like a ton of bricks. So then kind of give the people out there an idea, and hopefully you can see it, because it's hard to show this stuff, but that's what water looked like with the words love and gratitude on it. Now that's actually
tilt it up a little bit so the glare. There we go. Good.
There we go. They can see better now? Because I can't see the screen at all. But isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is beautiful.
And then there's, how's that? Good. That's thank you. That's thank you in 7 different languages.
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, the one, the biggest one to the one side is actually Japanese, which is arigato, which I actually have right on the shirt too, because I thought it was so beautiful that, and since it was a Japanese study, it's like, let's have, you know, both thank you and arigato on there. So that's good. And then kids can learn thank you in a different language too. So now here we go with you fool in English, you fool in Japanese, you make me sick, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Not so nice no more.
No, it's really interesting. I can tell you've been using that book for a long time. You might want to get a new book.
On the other side is Angel and Satan. And actually, every time I go to get a new book, I have somebody say, you know, you need to get a new book. And then I have 5 more that say, don't get a new book because this one shows that you're.
Well, exactly. I mean, it's fine I would definitely keep that one. I'm not saying you should get rid of it at all.
Right.
It's got all of that feeling in it of you reading it and going, oh, I get it. I get it. You know, that epiphany that we get so addicted to as healers.
Yeah. And when I learned that, it's like, hey, I want the water in me to look like those pretty snowflake like things and not the distorted cancerous like stuff.
Yes.
So that's why I ended up doing it.
So then why is that Love Lingo t-shirt not just another t-shirt?
Okay, well, for one reason, it's the Emoto water studies. So it's like we've got that intention behind it. And then also Love Lingo is printed front and back. So we're front and back. So you are just totally enveloped in those positive vibes.
I love that.
And then besides that, I also energetically cleanse everything. And I Reiki enhance everything. And then also tie in like the chakra colors. I've got all the chakra colors for, you know, options. So we've got all the little different holistic little twists in there.
That's awesome.
And a lot of people don't understand the energetically cleansed part. And that's everything absorbs energies too. And you do not know and understand what, like the person that made that shirt, what their mood was when they did that. You know,
Right.
they always say never buy a car on that was made Thursday, because hump day's over, Friday's not here, and they're not in a good mood on Thursday.
Well, that's very interesting because I've been clearing people with their tattoos. So if I have somebody come in and I ask them, do you have any tattoos? I'll ask them to think about the tattoo. I don't necessarily have to look at it. Think about where they were, what they had it, and then we clear that subconscious emotional stuff that's been stuck in there by maybe somebody else doing the
Right,
tattoo. Not everybody's praying and getting in the right frame of mind before they do something that's going to be permanent on you.
right. Very
So
good point. Yeah, that's
similar,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So similar to that is like being able to clear that stuff that is hanging around that you pick up from other people too, because it's everywhere. Energy's everywhere.
Right. And I mean, if you think like even just on the shirt, it's like somebody
Mhm.
made it, and then there was truck drivers driving it here and there and unloading boxes, and the screen printers, and I mean, there's so many
Mhm.
people that touch every product that we get.
Yes, so true. Is it sounds like you've had probably some great feedback about the Love Lingo shirts and all the things that you make. Can you share a couple things, a
Oh
couple
yeah. Well, the
stories about
number one comment I get from people is it's like wearing a giant hug. I
that?
hear that so often. It's just incredible. And actually, the number one complaint I get is you didn't make me buy two. It's my favorite shirt and it's in the laundry.
So you
Which
should buy two, everybody.
that's
Buy
that's
two
that's
of them.
that's not a really bad comment either.
No, it's not.
And I've had people what empaths get to the point where it's all they'll wear. It's almost they feel naked or dirty when they don't have one on. And a lot of people are the same way. I've got a friend in Chicago. He will not leave his house without having one of my shirts on because he says it's his suit of armor. It protects him from all that stuff out
And
there.
you make shirts that you can wear under your clothes too.
Right.
It's not just all t-shirts, by the way. There's other things too. So you can really have it close to you for sure. That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, definitely. And
Uh,
I've had people recoup from surgeries quicker. I've had, um, I'm not saying to do this, but I've had, like kids quit having can cut down or quit taking some of their meds. I mean, it's amazing. It's,
so tell me about the importance of July 15th to you.
oh, I
Tell
love
me.
July 15th. Does
Why is
any,
that?
does anybody remember, what was it? The summer of what, 21? Yeah, the summer of 21. It wasn't such a wonderful period of time.
Mm-mm.
That was when everyone always like, do this, don't do that. I mean, everybody was being bossed and everybody had fear. They were angry, they were scared, they
Mhm.
were like emotions were through the roof. And it was like, what can I do? What can I do? I mean, there's got to be something I can do. So I declared July 15th as Worldwide Wear Your Love Lingo Shirt Day. And I got sent out emails. I did posts on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that, and rallied all my customers and my friends. And I mean, everybody wore their Love Lingo shirt that day. And then I said, if you don't have one, wear your favorite love, peace, joy, anti-bullying,
Mhm.
kindness. I mean, there's so many positive shirts, and that because the thing is if we have that many people all doing the same thing at the same time, that makes a difference in the raising the vibe of the planet.
Mhm. That's
And I mean,
right.
I had businesses declaring and having all their employees wear them as uniforms that day, and it's just like so. This year was our fifth one, and each year it gets bigger and bigger, and
Oh,
people
that's
keep. And
awesome. I'll have to
I mean,
remember
it's
that. I didn't know.
yes,
Okay. I'm
July
out of the loop.
15th.
I'm back in the loop now. July 15th, Love Lingo Day.
Yes, I mean, and it's so much fun. I get all these emails or texts or whatever. I got mine on. I got mine on. I'm wearing mine.
That's so great. I love it. So tell us where we can find more. We can follow you. We can find more information. Where can we do that?
Well, there's my website, which is elevatemyvibe.com. And then on there, it's actually got like a schedule where I'm at because I go to holistic events, like you mentioned. That's where we met. I mean, so I
Mhm.
do my best to list most of them so people can come find and see me live. And
Great.
I also have Facebook, which is Love Lingo. Instagram is Love Lingo 1111.
Love it.
Yes. And actually, X is Love Lingo 1111. And then we've got a YouTube, which hopefully this will be going up on.
So is it XIXI then on Instagram? Or is
No,
that
yes.
one, one, one?
Oh, no, it's 1111.
Okay. All right.
Sorry about that.
That's
Yes.
okay. I just
And
want to make it
same with
clear so people, so if I'm not
yes.
getting it, then we need to make it clear.
Yeah, Love Lingo 1111.
Okay,
1111.
great. And then you were saying what else?
And that's, I mean, same with X has got the
Yes.
same, and then YouTube and um,
All over.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
It's like we got a little bit of spots everywhere, you know,
Yeah,
just
you'll
kind of like
find them.
everybody else.
As I say, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting me on the internet somewhere.
Right,
So, same
exactly.
with David. He's all over it. David, this is so great. I did not know that you had been baking, and that's what spurred you on to get care. That's such a beautiful story. And I'd love to hear more about that sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean,
Talking,
it was an interesting experience.
to say the least, I would imagine. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This has been great. I hope that everybody gets their Love Lingo t-shirts, or there's also tank tops that you can get. Um, and what else do you
Oh
have?
yeah, I should mention that. That's something you don't even know either, is I've actually got
Oh,
stainless steel travel mugs with both the heart design and the regular word design. And I've also got water bottles,
oh,
and
nice.
they're both double. They're stainless steel, double walled, and then the it's actually laser engraved in it, so it's not going to wash right off.
That's great.
Because I mean, I've had so many water bottles and stuff, and this way you're infusing whatever you're drinking too. But I've had
That's
all these
right.
bought all these water bottles, and you buy them a week or 2 weeks, and whatever was printed on it's gone. So it's like I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that. So
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
well,
the
that's great.
stainless steel is a little safer too. So
Yes, exactly. It's better for us. Well, I'm so grateful for you, and I'm grateful for
thank
the
you.
work that you're doing and how you're getting the word out. And I just want to let everybody else know too that this is something so precious for us to be able to participate in with you. Thank you
Yeah,
again, David.
thank you, and join
Appreciate
us and
it.
help me change the world one shirt at a time.
Absolutely. Get that giant hug.
Yes,
Perfect.
exactly.
Okay, thanks again, David.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.